Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs know the history of teams down 3-0, and it's not good. They're 0-163.
Jeez.
Can Evan Mobley and Cleveland win at home and avoid a sweep? Or will Jalen Brunson and the Knicks continue their torrid roll? They've won 10 in a row. One more win for Cat and company, and they're in the NBA Finals. It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN.
I love that. My dad till later in life, and when I got a chance to meet some of his Army veteran dudes, man, I have so much respect and admiration for anybody who serves, men or women, and our government does not do nearly enough for our vets. The vets should have everything at their disposal. They shouldn't have to go all through the red tape and paperwork. But man, thank you everybody who served, and bless you and your family, and guys who made it home and guys who didn't make it home. Bless your families.
Agreed. You know, we all have family members that have served in the military. My dad was in the Air Force, and this is a special day for everyone. And, you know, our hats go off to the current military and also the people who have served from top to bottom.
You know, I always try to correct people when they say I'm a hero. And I say, no, I'm not a hero. People that were in the military, like my dad, they're heroes. Police officer heroes, teachers are heroes. So, you know, salute to, you know, all the family members in the military, and to the ones that have passed, my condolences. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. I'm a military guy. We're all, you know, product of, you know, military children, but this day means a lot.
And you make a good point, too, about you can fall into that trap of referring to guys who hit big shots as heroes, or you can say, boy, that was really a war, or they left it all out there. But
like teacher, I always say, you know how I feel about teachers and firemen and policemen and anybody who's in the service. I always say those are at the top of my list. If you're a teacher or a fireman or policeman or somebody in the service, you're a hero.
Yeah. As far as this ball game goes tonight, we got the potential of a second straight sweep for the New York Knicks. Cleveland down 3-0. They're in their gym, and a lot of times at this time it comes down to belief. Lisa Salters will be working the sidelines tonight. How would you gauge that belief on the Cleveland side, Lisa? We're just waiting, dramatic pause, for Lisa to appear at Rocket Arena and talk about the belief the Cleveland Cavaliers may have.
What's the belief?
I believe they're going to get their ass whooped tonight.
You believe that?
So
I believe that.
Hey, Lisa, are you hearing us? We can see you and hear you. And now, I don't know if you were hooked up when I was talking about belief and whether the Cavs had that going into Game 4.
Yes, Ernie. Well, the Cavaliers are all still saying the right things about how they still have belief in this team, belief in what they're capable of. Kenny Atkinson said before yesterday's film session, he asked guys to speak up and say why they still have belief, and he told them keep it real, no fluff, just facts, be honest. He said guys had great answers, like they believe because they had success against the Knicks before. They believe because their shots haven't been falling, and they believe that, you know, if that changes the series could change. And they also said they believe because they know they found a way to respond before when their backs have been against the wall in these playoffs. So he said guys all have their reasons why they believe, and yet they understand that they can't win the next 4 without winning this one tonight. But having said all that, Ernie, you can't help but wonder if maybe, just maybe, the emotional toll of what happened in Game 1 was just too much for the Cavs to overcome. And I say that because it just keeps coming up. Donovan Mitchell referenced Game 1 multiple times in his post-game comments after Game 3. He was asked what he's learned in this series, and the first thing he said was, don't lose Game 1 after being up 22. If I learned one thing, it would be that. That was the very first thing he said, and he went on to say, but it happened, and now we have to find a way to get back from 0-3, something that we know has never been done before. before in the history of the NBA playoffs. So while the Cavaliers aren't looking for excuses, and rightfully so, they've been saying that they've moved past game one right after it happened, but maybe the damage had already been done. Again, though, Ernie, the Cavs say they still believe. Donovan Mitchell also said we have another opportunity tonight to get game four, and then we can go on from there. But just listening to you guys and listening to Shaq and Kenny, I don't know. Do you guys believe that?
That was going to be my next question, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much for the report. It was worth the wait. Thank you, Lisa. It's a hard thing to define. And I guess maybe if you're a player, you can say you believe, but do deep down inside.
Man, the Cavs going home tonight. They don't believe it.
But I'm talking about the guys wearing those uniforms. Deep down inside.
Deep down, they know they're going to get their ass whooped tonight. Deep down. Ernie.
Easy, huh?
Easy.
Well,
first of all, they got to come out and play with some energy. They can't quit from the beginning. But they know, and she said it, they haven't gotten over game one. Why are you talking about game one, basically almost a week later? This team, I've seen desperation. We've had this conversation on some of these other series. Kenny know what desperation is. Shaq know what desperation is. When you come up and give up 40 points in a must-win game, the first quarter at home, you unpacked it in. Because 40 points, Ernie, at home?
37.
Okay.
Thank you, Kenny.
Round it off, fool.
Thank you. Yeah. You round up.
I didn't say you didn't. I just said it was 37.
You can't give up 37 points.
You know what was funny about that, and I'll get to you 1 second, Shaq. And here's the thing. You mentioned desperation, but when Karl Anthony Towns was doing the end of quarter interview with Lisa Salters in game one, he said, we need to play more desperate. Even though they were up 37-27 at the time, they were the team talking about desperation.
And that's why they're up 3-0. You talk about the word belief. I'm an expert at being at this point in the series, being down 0-3. Belief. All 15 guys have to believe that they can win. And I guarantee you all 15 guys on that team do not believe. You're going to have 1 or 2 guys saying, hey, I'm going to go get mine tonight so people can't say it's my fault. Mm-hmm. But the other 13, they don't really believe, and it shows that. So, like Chuck said, they don't play with desperation. If they don't play like they want to win. They may come out with, with the fake I believe in 3 quarters.
That's exactly right.
But, that fourth quarter is going to be, the real true test. And, I'm concerned with the Knicks because, Kenny and I and Chuck have been at this moment. I don't want to think ahead. Because if I win this game tonight, it's going to be so, sometimes you can get like super, super excited and then you can mess up and then you can give the other team a chance to win. So the Knicks have to be careful and the Cavs have to come out and play with some type of desperation.
Yeah.
But I'm with Chuck. It's over.
Listening to, there used to be a commercial that used to end with, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yes.
And so, when I also
United Negro College Fund.
Negro College Fund.
And your dad used to say it to you all the time.
And
your brother
he said you sit next to people a lot of times that happens to. But honestly, we used to talk about that, saying is like, because when you have so many people telling you can or can't do something, then it becomes what you think you are. And the whole city of Cleveland, everyone around the media, you're hearing constantly that you can't do something. Now, that is the part that internally either triggers you or makes you succumb. And we'll see if it makes them succumb, because that is the moment when everyone's against you and you see who you really, really are. But I say if this game gets down to over 10 points at any point, that's when the Knicks will just go cruise. But if it stays in that 10 or less, 9 or less, I think they have that chance to win one.
And for New York, okay, you win this series. Number one, it would be a sweep twice in the same postseason, which they've never done. But if you get to the finals, the first since 1999, you think back to what their owner James Dolan said earlier this year, and that came into play ahead of Game 4.
Dolan said in January, finals, it's must. I'm just curious, if you can take me back then, like what did you think, what did you guys think about what he said then, what that felt like, that kind of mandate?
But because of the finals, we're going to get traded. I think that's the goal that we all kind of have. Obviously, it's a little bit different when the big dog says it, but that's the goal that each and every one of us have, and we're our own biggest critics.
What's it going to take to beat this team?
Let's start with making some shots. Let's start with getting some stops and making some free throws. I hate to harp on it, but we were up 22, dog. You know what I mean? So it's on us.
Analytically, we're 2 out of 3 in the expected. I don't know if you guys follow that. There's an expected score, and we won 2 out of 3. The expected score was like 1 point or 2. Us shooting way below expected, them shooting way over. And I know no one wants to hear that. I think you guys like hearing it. I know, general public, no one wants to hear that. Everyone's outcome based, and sure, I get that too.
You damn skip it, we don't want to hear it. And we, not the general public, Ernie, Shaq, and Chuck and Kenny don't want to hear it either.
Things like shot quality and effective field goal percentage and predicted points and that kind of thing.
I have told you guys about that analytical BS. Yeah. If you want to get your son-in-law a job, get him a real job. Don't just get him counting numbers in the office about. Man, I hate when because I like Kenny Atkinson, but that's just.
And he's been a coach of the year, as a matter of fact.
He's a good coach.
So the analytics.
But he hasn't had a good series. Now let's get that out the way. He hasn't had a good series.
When you hear analytics like that, or analytics described that way, you know what comes to mind for me?
What's that?
Well, Professor O'Neill, once upon a time, pretty analytical look at gas prices and. You know what's coming.
It's not coming now. Hey. It's not coming now.
Roll it.
I really want to know because I want to get this call, but I really want to save gas money.
You're complaining about when it gets to 0, you spend 80, right? When it gets to half, you put 20. Then when it get back to half, you put 20.
Yeah, but I keep stopping, putting 20 in, and it'll be 80, the same amount of gas. I'm driving the same amount of gas.
The average human stops once a week for gas, right? With you only work here twice. You would probably have to stop maybe once every 2 weeks.
But 4 times 20 is 80 because I'm going to stop 4 times.
No, you're not going to stop 4 times. Not in 1 week, you're not.
Right, but if Wednesday it's going to be 40, and then on Friday it'll be 40
Not 40, again. 20. Yeah. It's going to be 20.
No.
It's going to be 20.
Not half. Half of 80 is 40.
But no, listen to what I'm saying.
I am.
Okay.
So if I just
no, you ain't gonna have to put gas in every day. Don't play me right now.
I'm not playing.
Don't play with me right now.
One of the all-time greats.
I stand by my method.
And even more appropriate now, considering what's going on.
That's your number one. Your second one is closer to the moon or L.A.
I asked a question.
You asked a question. Is it closer to L.A. or to the moon?
I asked a question.
Yeah, you said you can see the moon, but you can't see L.A.
So I asked a question.
Well, damn it, that wasn't a good question.
By the way, Modelo, fight for victory. Here's some other, just in case you're wondering how the Knicks are doing in this series. And in the postseason, as a matter of fact, in these playoffs, best record, best point differential, net rating.
They've been the best team in the playoffs so far.
Exactly,
period.
And that's only part of it. Field goal percentage, assist ratio.
They have been the best team in the playoffs.
All of these rebound differential. Yes.
Check. You got to get them their flowers, man. They have been the best team in the playoffs.
The best team in the East or best for sure?
In the East.
He feels that the West. And I might
the West is gonna be favored.
I would say
but you said whole playoffs.
In the whole playoffs.
No, not the whole
playoffs. The Knicks are playing.
I'm saying that the West plays better teams.
Yes, we were patiently waiting, and again, worth the wait.
Hey man,
Cavs and Knicks at the top of the hour.
What?
But when we come back,
damn bass out your voice when you're talking to me.
The Spurs and Thunder are all tied up. Oh, how about Game 4 of that Thunder Spurs series, y'all?
Oh,
SGA and the Thunder up 2-1 going in.
Jeez.
Tim Robinson came to play, didn't he?
There you go. That might catch on. I like it. Wemby, right off the bat, knocking down a 3. They would lead by 15 in the first quarter.
Listen, they came out and played with that desperation. They knew they could not be down 3-1.
I just applaud
And the big guy, he said Shaq, and the big guy dominated the whole game. Thank you. Now you can speak.
They finally came out of that kamikaze defense they were doing. I have no idea why they were doing it.
Wemby right back to himself.
Well, they were trying to keep FCA from not being hot, and then they did. And now they switched up.
They only scored 38 points in the first half.
OKC. He was never killing them.
But he was never wrong until it didn't.
Good shot right there.
There you go.
The other guys won the other 2 games.
Squared it up and knocked that thing down, Shaq.
Yes, he did.
50-38 halftime score.
Oh, man. We can't beat the nuns.
Hey, it's hard to beat the church on Sunday.
Dude, it was Tuesday. It was Sunday. Oh, it was Sunday.
Oh my God! See that? Yeah.
Are the days running together for you a little bit?
I forgot it was.
We had a conversation during this break.
What a good thing.
We know.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The good thing about this game, I got a chance to watch the whole hockey game last night.
San Antonio up the lead to 25 in the third quarter.
Bye-bye.
Oh, look out.
Come on, man.
Go back.
Find him. That's
left hand. It's alive.
Oh, they were all over the floor, defensively in the passing lane, and then everybody's off to the races. Good pass.
It's only the second time in these playoffs that OKC was beaten in points off turnovers.
Oh, that's a foul.
That's a foul.
Ain't no foul. He ran into his own man.
You can't just tackle people.
He ran into his own man. Shut the hell up.
His own man? It was only 2 people on the side of the floor.
No, stop it. His man set the pick.
Exclamation point by Wemby there.
And over there. We don't want no calls like that.
He had 33, 8, and 5, and 3 blocks. And so through the first 4 games, averaging 30, 10, and 3 blocks.
What are you looking for, Chuck?
I'm looking for Shaq. Damn, how low that list go?
Tim Hakeem.
Yeah, that's too low. 30 was too low for me.
Okay. I was looking for you, big fella.
Exactly.
Hey,
so here we go. So best 2 out of 3.
So we watched that game, and we were talking that night. I said, I have no idea what the Spurs are doing defensively.
Oh.
I said, that was so stupid what they were doing. I said, why are you doubling SGA at half court, giving these guys practice shoot-around jump shots? They switched it up last night because they're really missing Jalen now, and they're missing A.J. Mitchell.
A.J. Mitchell is already out for game 5.
Because when you go back and look, if you actually study this OKC team, there's only 3 guys on that team can get their own shot. The rest of the guys get all that. They eat off of SGA's plate.
Oh, I disagree.
Well, we can disagree. When you go back and look, they were getting all these shots. None of these guys are one-on-one players. They're all good players, now don't get me wrong. But SGA has to do all the heavy lifting, and they stopped doubling these guys. And now, without Mitchell and without Jalen, they got to find some offensive scoring.
Kenny, what'd you think of that OKC defense?
I thought
the San Antonio defense.
I thought San Antonio had a great one-on-one defense, and they allowed Wemby to stay in the anchor spot. So once he was in the anchor spot, they became contested perimeter shots. Where before, I thought they floated Wemby out to the perimeter a little bit more in game 3. And in game 4, he didn't float as much. He became the anchor and he became the deterrent. Everyone talks about him blocking shot or altering. We also talk about him being the deterrent and not even taking shots.
The real reason why
I thought that was good.
The real reason why the Spurs won this game, because this guy right here, he set the tone. He made a comment. I don't know how to get my teammates more involved, but this is how you get your teammates more involved. When you dominate and they have to worry about you, get other guys over. With that 22 points in the first half, I think he ended the game with 33.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm talking about as a big man.
First of all,
you got to dominate the game.
Wemby played great, but the Spurs, OKC got to find a way to score. They've got, I say, this was going to be interesting.
They were taking the ball out the net more than
No, but not that, though. They just couldn't, they wasn't getting shots, man. I'm telling you, they were playing that stupid defense and game. It's just a lucky shot right here.
See?
Come on, man. You hit a half-court shot, it's luck.
It's not luck.
But the OKC got to find a way to score, man. They got to find a way to speed the game up because they're not leaving those shooters like they did in those games.
Alex Caruso didn't shoot a 3-pointer.
Because they weren't leaving. It was very simple. I have no idea why they were playing that defense.
Is this?
That's Shaq's own.
That's not half court, though.
No, I know.
No, that's skill.
That's the only one you hit your life.
In your life? Not his life.
His whole life.
Only 3-pointer.
In a game.
But you said in his whole life, like he never made.
Kenny, you know why? Because I'm not soft like you, stepping out shooting jumpers. I like to battle, punk.
I don't know. I'm just saying. That's the only one you hit. You said it was
skill. Don't say nothing.
Hey. I'm right here.
August 19th. I'm telling you right now.
August? Yeah, but
so a departure from the normal May 19th, which we passed.
It's always a game of adjustments.
Yeah.
I'm curious without Mitchell this is when they missed Jalen.
And he's questionable again.
Questionable. So where are they going to get their offense unless Shea goes crazy? Those other guys, how are they going to get their offense?
Well, I don't think San Antonio made you said it was poor. And it's only poor because they made shots. So you come into the –
No, they didn't even get them.
No, but I'm saying if you come into the series and go, we're either going to allow – I think Ernie said this on game one. Are either going to allow Shea to go crazy and play one-on-one, or you're going to double him and make other guys beat you. He elected to make other guys beat you. What makes you a great coach is, okay, you showed that you can do that. Now we're going to make the second adjustment.
Yeah, but
you had to make a decision either way. You had to make a decision.
You make a decision after the thing started. Shea had not played great in the playoffs, and they won game one. Why did he stick?
But you won game one, but you were down so many
It doesn't
points.
matter.
And you had to make a miraculous comeback to win.
But you know what? None of that matters if my guy gets 30 to 40 points. If my guy's dominant like that, OKC don't have a chance. Because Shed ain't.
Oh, they have a chance. It's 2-2, dude.
No, they don't have a chance.
But I'm curious what OKC
the games
is
that
going
he
to get
lost,
their
he didn't
score
play
from.
well.
Is Jalen going to come back or Mitchell going to come back? Because those are the only two guys.
Victor Wemby got to dominate.
That bench advantage that OKC has in this series, it was just 34-30 in Game 4 in favor of the Thunder, but it's 217-94 in that series. Tim McMahon, who joined us the other night, says Jalen Williams is again questionable, but the injury designation has been changed from left hamstring soreness to strain.
Man, they need both of those guys, but AJ is out again. It's going to be interesting tomorrow night.
Yes, it is. The series lead on the line in OKC in a 2-2 series. Back with more on NBA Tip-Off, presented by AT&T in just a second. We welcome you back. As a Cavs fan, I need a laugh. Can you trip or something again, Shaq?
Hey, man,
Are you not paying attention to that one?
No, I
to
heard
what Morgan just said?
Yeah.
he need a laugh. He's a Cavs fan.
Ask me a question again.
Could you trip over something again?
Can you trip over something again?
Yeah, your mama's shoes.
Oh, man, stop it.
Why you all people mamas all the time?
See, I was trying to ignore him and leave him alone, and y'all put me
No,
in.
but he didn't say anything. He just said
It doesn't matter.
He didn't
Press
say
right now.
He wasn't saying anything
Yes, he
bad
was.
about
Yes,
the
he
I mean,
was.
he got to wait around
No,
for
he
the
was.
Cleveland Browns.
He was.
Talk about it. That
was.
wasn't ready for the mama should have stayed out of
I'm
that.
gonna trip
Come on,
over
man.
you.
The man's depressed, man. The Brown season coming up.
Oh, my.
It's all your fault, Ernie, because you pulled me right into it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to ignore it.
No, that was you would blame me for that, but it never happened that way. You know what I enjoy? I enjoy some of this coverage behind the scenes, guys mic'd up, wired for sound, coaches, players. We appreciate NBA players doing that during the playoffs, and here's some of the best we've seen and heard.
NBA playoffs are here, and it's the best time of year.
Playoffs, man, nothing like it.
It's about to go down, man. We'll have fun with it.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We are back. Let's get it.
So 48 minutes together. Let's get this done. Go home. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, big dog, you already know it. Start with me and you.
How could you not be a 10 right now?
Let's go win the game.
Brooks a step back three over Gilgeous-Alexander. Boom!
Good response. Okay? Do it again. Yeah! Come on!
We're making it a little harder than it needs to be because the ball's getting sticky.
Fakes, dribbles, fires. It's going.
Come on! Come on! 1-point game. Shaq cut off Mitchell. Hey, 8 seconds! 8 seconds! 8 seconds! Yeah! Yeah! I was gonna say what? Boy, battle tested.
This group is battle tested.
It's the most important game in the series.
So I'm not finished, man. Let's keep going.
Man, that's an amazing win on the road, man. That's what the playoffs about, man.
To get to this point, to be able to win a playoff series and close out a team on the road.
Enjoy this one till midnight. We're getting better and better all the time.
Together all the time, man. All the time together. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I love what we was able to accomplish, but consistency is the word that we got to find.
12 more to go. Sacrifice, man.
The second round. And we're underway.
We gotta do it together. I gotta do my part.
Here we go. Best time of the year. Let's go do this thing.
Drop 50 on these guys. Drop 50, man.
We got to bring the energy. They got to match up. Come on, let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
They're all the same. Man, you pick.
I want to go with this.
Let's do it.
All right.
Win up,
Hey, we know what we got to do tonight, man. Compete on both ends. We got to get back. Stay disciplined. Let's go, move.
Minnesota now is in another gear. It's Gobert from Shaq.
Mitchell gets Stewart. He'll pull the 3 and puts it down.
Come on, man. One moment at a time. Make the right decision over and over again.
What a dime! Jalen Duren!
Stop, baby!
Go get another one. All right?
Go on, brother. Good luck, rest of the way.
Western Conference Finals. Here we come.
Gotta go get that one.
Hey, Donovan, I was going to do this whether we won or whether we lost. We never celebrate you in these things. You don't want that. You don't want the praise. But tonight, you deserve the praise. And you're going home.
We didn't just come here just to do this.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's the conference finals.
Go! The jump! And an instant classic here in Oklahoma City.
Knicks take game 1 behind the brilliance of Jalen Brunson.
That was prime time for TV.
That was unbelievable.
That's the hardest game I ever played in my life.
We needed every second from everybody. And you composed yourselves, and you were strong as hell to finish. It's a hell of a job.
Among the Knick faithful who have made their way to Cleveland.
See, this is what they all coming on the road making that damn racket.
T. Morgan, what up?
They travel, man. They travel.
Ali B. Spike's there too.
No, Spike is not there.
Yeah, he's there. I talked to him earlier.
Well, I don't see him.
Yes, I told him.
Man, they be making racket everywhere, these New Yorkers.
I told him that.
We got a dude in the studio.
This is basketball's biggest stage, where the lights are the brightest, pressure is at its peak, and the noise is deafening. The clock is ticking, which means one thing: it's time to shine. Welcome to the NBA Finals.
We welcome you back. Here's a video proof of what Shaq was saying and disproving what Chuck was saying. Obviously, Tracy Morgan, yes, and the inimitable.
Come on, man. They be coming here on the road with all that damn racket.
He already said where we going to dinner next week. That's crazy.
He sent me the same message.
He didn't know he didn't. He said just me and him. He didn't say you was joining.
So it wasn't the same message.
It wasn't the same message.
So this has been, I think it's been really fun to include Scoop D'Agostino in our proceedings here during the playoffs, like on a nightly basis.
Not really.
No, it's been fun.
This we could call not this date in history. It is the same week in history, but we're going back to 1997, and it does involve the guy on the far left.
Uh-oh.
Mr. and Mrs. North and South America and all the ships at sea, let's go to press. May 29, 1997, the kid from Gonzaga delivers a dagger. For years, John Stockton and Karl Malone went together like spaghetti and meatballs. Stockton and Malone, lulling teams to sleep on the pick and roll. Lapping the league in all-time assists, Stockton was usually the disher, never the swisher. But he got his chance to shine in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals against the Chucksters Houston Rockets. Tied at 100, less than 3 seconds to go, the pass came to John. But enough from me. Let's hear from the late, great, humble Greg Gumbel.
Stockton, open 3. John Stockton sends the Utah Jazz to the NBA Finals.
Looking like he just won the Showcase Showdown, Stockton, in his 13th year in the league, finally shot his way to the NBA Finals. And although he and Malone couldn't push Michael from the throne, they took the Jazz somewhere they had never before gone. As always, we're giving you the scoops on hoops right here on Great Moments in Playoff History.
Only Scoop could come up with celebrating like he just won the Showcase Showdown.
Switch, dummy.
Why you ain't switched that?
When Karl Malone did it, that was an illegal pick.
Oh, no, you're supposed to switch everything.
It was in no man's land. Don't even try to.
Everything, right,
I was in no man's land, but Karl Malone said an illegal pick. Right, Danny Crawford, Joey Crawford, Derek Stafford called it a legal pick.
Oh, you remember the 3 refs?
Look at Karl Malone. Look at Karl Malone. Look at that. He's hugging him over there. He's hugging him.
Chuck, when did you know that ball was going down? Before he released it?
Yep.
When he was wide open, I knew it was going down.
I know. I was hoping he missed it, obviously. I got respect.
But there's a feeling sometimes with, I'm late. He's getting this thing up.
You knew, Ernie.
No, I never think that. I always think you're going to win, brother.
Yeah, until it went in.
But hey, Ray, feel free to call a foul, Derek.
That was not a foul.
It was. He's holding that dude.
All you have to do is switch, bro.
Yeah, switch.
Yeah, you can't hold people like that.
Karl Malone's not going to shoot the 3.
Last 3 seconds. Switch.
They didn't need a 3.
Yeah, but they took the 3 to win the game.
I had to
switch.
Look at Karl Malone holding. That ain't a moving pick. That's not a moving pick.
What did it have to do with you?
I couldn't lead Karl Malone.
Okay.
I'm not going to lead Karl Malone.
You didn't have to because he needed to switch the challenge.
Hey, nice pick, Karl.
A mere 29 years ago, and Chuck
I'm still bitter.
Screaming for a call.
Joey Crawford.
Hey, here are your warm-ups
Javi.
presented by McDonald's. Josh Hartman. A lot of Knicks have contributed in the course of this series. Let's see if Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs can stay alive. Welcome back to NBA Tip-Off. Karl Anthony Towns in this postseason averaging 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists, which leads me to a trivia question I will ask you, Muggs, as soon as we hear from Kat with Malika Andrews.
Ernie, thank you. Karl, the last 2 times you all have been in this position with a chance to close out a series, you won by 51 points and you won by 30. Can you take me inside the mentality, the focus of these teams in this situation?
I mean, just to be hungry. We got to continue to be hungry, continue to be desperate. I always talk about every game is game 1. We got to have that game 1 desperation every single game we step out there, especially in a game like tonight, a game that could end their season. We have to even step it up another notch.
You told me before this series began that you all haven't even let yourself start to think about winning a title, winning it all. How much more important is that focus, but how much more difficult is that focus on a game like tonight?
I mean, it's vital. It's vital in a playoff run. You never get settled. You never get content. We got to continue to, like I always say, every game has to be game 1 of a playoff series. We got to come out with that desperation, that intensity, and that discipline.
Let's talk a little bit of X's and O's before you go. You've been tasked with being the primary defender on Evan Mobley. With you on him, he had 4 of his 5 turnovers last game. What do you charge yourself with defensively?
Just accountability. My teammates trust me to go guard him. He's one of the premier big men in the league, and I want to go out there and make it as difficult as possible for him. Especially my teammates trusting me with that assignment. I want to take it personally.
Karl, there's a lot of Knicks fans in the building tonight already.
I expect nothing less from our fans.
Kat, appreciate the time. Thank you very much. Ernie?
All right, Malika, there have been 100 best-of-7 sweeps all time. New York trying to make it 101. And now the trivia question. If Karl Anthony Towns is able to maintain that assist average of 6 or more per game throughout the playoffs, who would he join as far as 7-footers who averaged at least 6 assists in a postseason?
Bill Walton.
There's 2 of them.
Bill Walton.
No.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain and not you.
Oh, wait. No, he didn't. Dream was at like 4.5.
David Robinson.
Nope.
No, Dave Robinson wasn't a passer.
Brad Daugherty?
No.
Okay.
Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, now Pau was a forward though. Oh, 7-footer.
7-footers. That was the caveat.
Listen to the whole question, fool.
I did, fool. That's why I got one answer right. You ain't getting none.
We're coming back in just a second as you watch NBA Tip-Off, presented by AT&T here on ESPN.